Ladies, gentlemen, and sentient gas clouds, welcome back to the 247th Annual Galactic Combat Trials. Oh! I am Kragoth, your four-armed, devastatingly handsome Vrelian commentator, and boy oh boy do we have a show for you today. Now, before we get started, let me paint you a picture of where we are right now.
Watch form 17.
Floating. Yes, floating. About 3,000 meters above the lovely, absolutely lethal toxic clouds of Methera Prime. One wrong step, one unfortunate tumble off the edge, and whoosh, down you go into a methane soup that will dissolve your exoskeleton faster than my ex-wife dissolved my savings account. But hey, that is what makes it exciting, right? The safety nets will catch you. Probably. Most of the time. 70% success rate, which honestly in this economy is pretty good. Sitting beside me, twitching nervously as usual, is my co-commentator Zilf. Zilf is from the hive colonies of Xanthar 9, has 16 eyes, and right now approximately 15 of them are looking at me like I am about to say something inappropriate. Zilf, buddy, have I ever let you down? Do not answer that. Now let us talk about today's match, shall we? We have got some, shall we say, interesting contestants this season.
And by interesting, I mean soft, squishy.
The kind of species that probably apologize when you step on their feet. I mean, seriously. Who approved these rosters? We have got a delegation from the herbivore world of Plentia. Herbivores. In a combat trial. What are they going to do? Aggressively photosynthesize at their opponents? But forget about them for a moment. Because walking onto the platform right now is the reason half of you bought tickets today. The reigning champion. The undefeated. The unnecessarily violent. Standing at a modest 8 feet tall, weighing in at 200 kilograms of pure muscle, venom, and bad attitude. Please welcome Thraxx the Destroyer. Oh, would you look at that entrance? The crowd is going absolutely feral, and can you blame them? Just look at him. Scales like battle armor, 4-inch claws that could gut a cargo shuttle, and those teeth. Those beautiful, terrifying teeth dripping with venom that causes paralysis in 47 known species. Thraxx hails from Caraxus, a predator world where the food chain is less of a chain and more of a very aggressive circle. He has won 12 consecutive matches in this tournament. 12. Never submitted. Never been knocked out. Never even looked particularly bothered, if we are being honest. The Sauron species, for those of you keeping track at home, evolved to hunt prey 3 times their size. So Thraxx here. He is just working with what nature gave him, plus a healthy dose of rage issues and what I suspect is a severe personality disorder. But hey, it makes for great television. Zilf, how much did you bet on Thraxx today? Oh, all of it. Your entire paycheck? Bold strategy, my friend. Bold. But considering his track record, probably smart. I myself have placed a modest wager. By modest I mean enough to buy a small moon if he wins. Which he will, obviously. Look at him over there, flexing for the cameras, roaring at the crowd. That roar just registered on seismic monitors 3 platforms away. Magnificent, terrifying, possibly a mating call, but we do not have time to unpack that right now. Now, the bookmakers have Thraxx at 1 to 50 odds. That means you would have to bet 50 credits just to win 1 credit back. Those are not betting odds, folks. That is basically a certified guarantee with paperwork. The Galactic Gaming Commission does not even want to take your money on this one. They are practically begging you to save your credits for the concession stands. But wait, hold on. The platform door is opening on the opposite side. That means our challenger is about to make their entrance and, according to my datapad here, today's contestant, is from Earth. Earth, that little blue marble out in the backwater arm of the Milky Way. The planet that just joined the Galactic Council like what? 15 cycles ago? Basically yesterday in cosmic terms. And stepping onto platform 17 right now is Commander Jennifer Kowalski, or as her friends apparently call her, Jen. Zilf, are you seeing this? Are your 16 eyes functioning properly? Because I am looking at my screen, then looking at the platform, then looking at my screen again, and I am experiencing what humans might call cognitive dissonance. She is tiny. No, do not get me wrong, I am sure she is a perfectly average height for her species. But next to Thraxx, next to a 200-kilogram murder machine, she looks like someone's lost pet. She cannot be more than, what, 5.5 feet tall? Maybe 60 kilograms if we are being generous, and she had a big breakfast. She is wearing what appears to be a standard-issue human combat suit, which, and I am going to be completely honest here, looks adorable. It has got little pockets. There is a tiny embroidered flag on the shoulder. I want to pinch its cheeks. The crowd, bless them, does not know how to react. I am hearing confused laughter. Someone in Section K just asked if this is a comedy sketch. Sir, I wish it were. I truly, genuinely wish this were a comedy sketch, because the alternative is that we are about to witness something very sad, very quick and very messy. Thraxx has noticed her now. Oh, this is beautiful. He has stopped his victory posturing. He is just staring at her. His head is tilted to the side like a predator examining something it does not recognize. And now, oh, now he is laughing. That is a laugh, right? That rumbling, clicking sound coming from his throat. Either he is laughing or he is preparing to regurgitate his lunch, and frankly, both options seem plausible. Jen, meanwhile, is just standing there, calm, collected. She is looking around the arena like she is on a sightseeing tour. Oh, she just waved at the crowd. A little friendly wave. Someone wave back. Do not be rude. There you go, Section M, showing some hospitality. Zilf, just ask me if this is a clerical error. That is a fantastic question, Zilf. Did someone in the human embassy accidentally enter the wrong name? Was this supposed to be their heavyweight champion and instead they sent, I do not know, an administrative assistant? Because I am looking at the tail of the tape here, and it says she is actually a commander in the Earth Defense Fleet. A commander. That means she has authority, responsibility, probably a decent pension plan, and she chose to be here. On Platform 17. Across from Thraxx the Destroyer. That is not bravery, folks. That is either a death wish or the most elaborate insurance fraud scheme I have ever seen. The betting lines just updated.
Oh.
Thraxx is now at 1 to 300 odds. The bookmakers are not even pretending anymore. They have basically listed this as a guaranteed outcome. Some gambling houses are offering refunds if you bet on the human. Refunds. They feel bad taking your money. Alright, the referee drone is powering up. We are about to get official here. I am going to need everyone to buckle in, say a little prayer to whatever deity you worship, and maybe look away if you have a weak stomach. This is either going to be the shortest match in Galactic Combat Trials history, or something very, very weird is about to happen. My money, quite literally, is on the former. Alright folks, the referee drone is now hovering at center platform, its lights blinking that official blue color that means we are about to get this catastrophe started. For those of you just joining us, or those of you who blacked out from sheer disbelief at what you are seeing, let me catch you up real quick. We have got Thraxx the Destroyer, apex predator extraordinaire, about to fight a human woman who looks like she could fit in his pocket. The drone's speakers crackle to life. Attention, combatants. The rules are as follows. No weapons of any kind. No killing. Maiming is fine, but no killing. Victory is achieved by submission, knockout or ring out. Ring out means going off the platform entirely, not just touching the edge. Medical teams are standing by. May the strongest survive. You know, I have always found it interesting how they say may the strongest survive, as if there is any question here. The strongest is clearly the 8-foot reptilian nightmare creature, not the human who probably has to shop in the youth section for armor. Oh, here we go. Thraxx is starting his pre-fight intimidation routine. This is always fun. Watch. He is going to do the thing. Yes, there it is. The full body flex. All his muscles contracting at once, making him look even bigger, which seems physically impossible, but here we are. His scales are flaring out now. That beautiful iridescent display that in nature signals I am about to eat your entire family. He is rising up on his hind legs, getting every inch of height advantage he can squeeze out of his genetics.
And now the roar.
Oh boy. Here it comes. Brace yourselves, folks in the front rows. Roo. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That roar just set off 3 car alarms in the parking structure. A flock of scree birds just evacuated the airspace. I think I felt my third liver vibrate. And look, he is opening his mouth wide now, showing off those venomous fangs, letting them glisten in the light. Each fang is dripping with enough neurotoxin to drop a Graxian bull elephant. Terrifying. Magnificent. Very, very expensive dental work. Now let us check on Commander Jen's reaction to this display of pure predatory dominance. She is stretching her neck, just casually rolling her head from side to side like she is working out a kink from sleeping wrong. Oh, she just cracked her knuckles. That is her counter-intimidation. Knuckle cracking? Thraxx just performed a threat display that has been refined over 10 million years of evolution, and her response is light calisthenics. Zilf, my friend. You are awfully quiet over there. What is going on in that compound brain of yours? Oh, you heard rumors about humans. What kind of rumors? That they are adorable. That they make excellent pets? Because I am looking at the evidence before me and those seem like accurate rumors. No, wait. You heard they were dangerous? Zilf, buddy? I think you might be thinking of humanox, the warrior species from the Andromeda sector. Easy mistake. Similar name. Completely different level of terrifying. But sure, yes. Let us entertain the idea that this tiny person is somehow a threat to Thraxx the Destroyer. Perhaps she has secret powers. Perhaps she can shoot lasers from her eyes. Perhaps I am about to lose a mortgage payment worth of credits and will be sleeping in my shuttle for the next 3 months. The referee drone is backing away. The bell is about to ring. Thraxx is lowering into a hunting crouch. Jen is just standing there, hands at her sides, looking remarkably peaceful for someone about to become a cautionary tale. And the bell rings. Thraxx explodes forward like a freight train. No, scratch that, like a freight train that is also on fire and filled with explosives. He is covering ground so fast that I am getting speed readouts on my datapad. 40 kilometers per hour. 50. The platform is shaking. His claws are extended. His mouth is open. This is it. This is where we earn our mature content rating. And Jen she just stepped to the side. Casually. Like she is avoiding a puddle. Thraxx goes barreling past her, completely unable to stop his momentum, and he slams directly into the energy barrier at the edge of the platform. The barrier flashes bright orange on impact. The sound is like a gong being struck by a meteor. Thraxx bounces off, stumbles backward, shakes his head like he is trying to remember his own name. The crowd does not know what to do. There is a collective gasp, then confused laughter, then more gasping. Someone just spilled their drink. Section F is having a moment. Okay, so she can move. That is adorable. That is genuinely adorable. She has got some footwork. Maybe she took a dance class before coming here. But let us be realistic, folks. She is still dead. This just means it will take an extra 30 seconds. Thraxx is already recovering. And now he is angry. Before he was just doing his job. Now this is personal. Look at him. His eyes have gone completely black. That is the Sauron battle rage kicking in. His scales are darkening.
Oh, this is bad. This is very bad for the human.
When a Sauron enters rage mode, their pain receptors shut off, their strength increases by 40%, and their decision-making skills decrease by about 90%. So basically he is about to become an unstoppable berserker with the tactical planning of a brick. Thraxx is circling her now.
Calculated. Methodical.
He is not going to make the same mistake twice.
He is fainting left.
Fainting right. Testing her reactions, and Jen is just turning to keep him in view. Not even in a fighting stance. Her hands are still relaxed at her sides. Is she trying to make him feel bad about himself? Is this psychological warfare? He strikes, a claw swipe aimed at her midsection. She blocks it with her forearm. How did she block that? That claw can tear through shuttle plating. Another strike. She deflects it. A tail whip. She steps back just enough to let it pass. Wait a minute. Wait just a minute here. She has not thrown a single punch yet. Not one offensive move. She is just defending. Why is she just defending? Zilf. Why is she just defending? Oh no. Oh no. Zilf. I think she is studying him. Look at her eyes. She is watching his patterns. She is learning his rhythm. That is not the look of someone who is scared. That is the look of someone who is collecting data. I need to change my bet. Can I change my bet mid-match? No. What do you mean no? There should be a clause for unforeseen circumstances. This is an unforeseen circumstance. I did not foresee this. Nobody foresaw this. Thraxx is getting frustrated. You can tell because he has stopped being strategic and started being stabby. Just wildly slashing now. trying to land anything. Jen is weaving between attacks like water flowing around rocks. This should not be possible. The speed difference alone should make this impossible. But she is doing it. She is making one of the most dangerous predators in the known galaxy look like he is swinging at shadows. The crowd is getting louder. They sense something is wrong, or right, depending on your perspective and betting choices. Thraxx has had enough. He is abandoning technique entirely. He is going for the one advantage he absolutely has over her. Mass. Higher. Overwhelming mass. He lunges forward, not trying to strike, just trying to get his claws on her. And he succeeds. He has got her. His massive right claw closes around her shoulder, claws digging into the combat suit, and he just shoves, violently, brutally, using every kilogram of his weight. Jen goes stumbling backward, her feet skidding across the platform, arms windmilling for balance. She is heading straight for the edge. The crowd is on its feet. She is 3 meters from the edge. 2 meters. 1 meter. This is it, folks. This is where the match ends. Nice knowing you, Commander Jen Kowalski of Earth. Hope your species has good death benefits, solid life insurance, maybe a memorial fund. Jen's left foot goes over the edge. She is teetering. Her right foot is barely on the platform. Her arms are spread wide. The toxic clouds of Methera Prime are swirling 3,000 meters below her. One gust of wind, one loss of balance, one tiny miscalculation, and down she goes. But she catches herself. Somehow, impossibly, she catches herself. Her right foot finds purchase. Her core muscles, which must be made of something stronger than standard human biology, stabilize her position. She is leaning back over the abyss, at an angle that should not allow recovery, but she is recovering anyway. And, Thraxx. Oh, Thraxx. Buddy. My guy. My dude. You absolute fool. He has turned away from her. He is facing the crowd. He is raising all 4 arms in victory. He is roaring in triumph. The crowd is roaring back, thinking the match is over, thinking the human is done. Fatal mistake. Because Jen just pulled herself back onto the platform, and the expression on her face, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, that is not fear anymore. That is not uncertainty. That is something else entirely, something that makes my survival instincts, buried deep in my Vrelian DNA, start screaming at me to leave the commentator booth and never look back. Her eyes have gone cold, not angry cold, worse, calm cold, focused cold, the kind of cold that says playtime is over. She cracks her neck again, left, right, center. Then she says in perfect galactic common, with a smile that somehow contains zero warmth whatsoever, all right then. Zilf just fainted. His chair just tipped over. All 16 eyes rolled back. I am on my own here, folks. And I think I just remembered what those rumors about humans were. Thraxx hears it. The silence. You can see the exact moment it registers in his predator brain that something has gone terribly, horribly wrong. The crowd, which was roaring just 2 seconds ago, has gone completely quiet. Not the quiet of anticipation. The quiet of dread. The quiet you get right before something very bad happens to someone who absolutely deserves it. He turns around, slowly, the confusion written all over his reptilian face, and there she is, Commander Jen Kowalski, still on the platform, very much not falling to her death, walking toward him with the kind of calm that makes prey animals everywhere check their life insurance policies. Her body language has completely changed, folks. Before she was loose, relaxed, almost casual. Now she is moving like something that has been engineered for violence. Every step is deliberate. Every muscle is controlled. Her shoulders are set. Her hands are open but ready. And her face, oh her face, that smile is still there, but it has gone from friendly tour guide to apex predator that just spotted lunch. I am not ashamed to admit that I just felt a shiver run down my spine, and I am safely behind reinforced transparisteel in a commentator booth. Thraxx is standing right in front of her with no protection whatsoever. Buddy, I hope you made peace with your ancestors, because I think you are about to meet them. Jen stops about 2 meters away from him. She tilts her head slightly, like she is examining a particularly interesting specimen. Then, and I cannot stress enough how ominous this sounds, she cracks her knuckles. Each finger joint makes a distinct popping sound that echoes across the platform. Pop, 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 pop. It is like a countdown. A very threatening countdown. Then she speaks. 2 words. Just 2 simple words in perfect galactic common, with an accent that suggests she has been practicing specifically for this moment. All right then. That is it. That is all she says. All right then. Like she just made a decision. Like she just shifted from defense mode to something else entirely. Something that makes my fight or flight response vote unanimously for flight. Thraxx, to his credit or perhaps to his stupidity, decides to attack again. What else is he going to do? Apologize? Ask for a timeout? No, he is a Sauron warrior from a predator world, and his brain only has 2 settings, fight or fight harder. So he lunges at her, all claws extended, mouth open wide, fangs dripping, using every single advantage nature gave him. And Jen moves. Not the kind of move we saw before. Not defensive, not evasive. This is something else. This is offensive, aggressive. She closes the distance between them so fast that my eyes almost cannot track it. One moment she is 2 meters away. The next moment she is inside his guard, past his claws, under his jaw, in the one position where none of his natural weapons can reach her. Thraxx tries to adjust, tries to bring his claws down, but it is too late. She has already committed. Her hands shoot out, grabbing onto his torso, fingers finding purchase in the gaps between his scales. Her left foot plants firmly on the platform. Her right foot slides into position. And then, in one smooth motion that defies everything I thought I knew about physics and biology, she rotates her hips. And she lifts him. She is picking him up. She is picking him up. 200 kilograms of muscle and scale and murder. She is lifting him like he is a piece of luggage. Like he is a box she is moving into a new apartment. His feet are off the ground. All of his feet are off the ground. The crowd has lost its collective mind. People are screaming. Someone just threw their drink in the air. Section K is having a religious experience. I think I am having a medical emergency. Thraxx's face. Oh, his face is priceless. He has gone from apex predator to confused child in 0.5 seconds. His eyes are wide. His mouth is hanging open. His claws are grasping at air. He is experiencing a complete existential crisis in real time. His entire worldview, built on millions of years of being at the top of the food chain, has just been shattered. He is not the predator anymore. He is the prey, and he knows it. His brain is trying to process this information, and it is failing spectacularly. Jen is not done.
Oh no.
She is not even close to done. She has him horizontal now, completely off the ground, held at chest height like she is about to throw a log in a strongman competition. And that is exactly what she is about to do, folks, because she is pivoting. Her whole body is rotating. Her legs are driving power up through her core. Her arms are extending. She is using leverage, biomechanics, physics, and what I can only assume is pure spite to add her own force to the throw. Let me explain what is happening here for those of you who do not understand combat dynamics. Thraxx weighs 200 kilograms. Earth gravity, according to my rapidly panicked database search, is approximately 9.8 meters per second squared. Methera Prime's gravity, where we are right now, is about 5.2 meters per second squared. Which means, oh, this is bad. This means Jen has been training her entire life in almost double the gravity we have here. She has been wearing what amounts to a weighted vest her whole life. And now she is in a lower gravity environment with all that strength and none of that weight. She releases him. Thraxx goes flying. Not falling, not dropping, flying, horizontally, through the air, off the platform, at a speed that should require some kind of launch system.
He is airborne, folks.
Completely airborne. His arms are windmilling. His legs are kicking. His tail is whipping back and forth. He is screaming. That is definitely a scream. That is the sound of dignity departing at terminal velocity. His whole body is rotating, tumbling through space like the universe's least graceful gymnast. 5 meters from the platform. 10 meters. He is still going. He is still going. He is still going. The safety nets should have caught him by now. Oh, where are the safety nets? Oh, there they are. Below him. He overshot them. He overshot the safety nets. 15 meters out. 20. He is starting to descend now. Gravity finally remembering that it exists and should probably do its job. He is dropping toward the toxic clouds. The emergency retrieval systems are activating. I can see the drones launching from their stations. They are scrambling to intercept him before he reaches the methane layer. Thraxx hits the safety net. Finally, after what feels like an eternity but is probably only 5 seconds, the net catches him, cradles him, and slowly lowers him toward the recovery platform. He is not moving. Well, he is moving, but only because the net is moving. He is just lying there, flat on his back, staring up at the sky, his arms spread wide, his dignity somewhere back on platform 17, possibly filing for a divorce. The referee drone, which has been silent this entire time, possibly because it needed to reboot its processing core, finally announces ring out, victory to Commander Jennifer Kowalski of Earth. And that, ladies and gentlemen, and sentient gas clouds, is how you throw an apex predator off a floating platform. I need a drink. I need several drinks. I need to call my bookie and ask if witness protection programs cover gambling debts. Zilf is still unconscious. The crowd is going absolutely berserk. And Jen is just standing there, dusting off her hands like she just finished a light workout. All right then, indeed. 3 seconds of absolute, complete, total silence. Not a single sound. Not a cough. Not a whisper. Not even the ambient hum of the platform generators. Just pure, unadulterated silence as every single being in this arena tries to process what their eyes just witnessed. 3 full seconds where the entire universe seems to pause and ask itself, did that really just happen? And then, chaos. Absolute bedlam. The crowd explodes. And I do not mean that metaphorically. I mean Section J literally just launched their entire concession stand into the air. People are screaming. People are cheering. People are crying. Someone is proposing marriage. I think to the human. I cannot tell. Everything is happening so fast. The noise level just went from 0 to catastrophic in 1.5 seconds. My audio receptors are overloading. I am getting feedback warnings on my equipment. I am trying to process this. I am a professional commentator. I have called thousands of matches. I have seen upsets. I have seen underdog victories. I have seen statistical impossibilities. But this is not an upset. This is not an underdog victory. This is a complete and total rewriting of everything I thought I understood about combat, biology, physics, and my own ability to pick winners. Zilf! Zilf! Wake up! You are missing the best part. No? Still unconscious? That is fair. That is completely fair. I might join you in a minute. The referee drone is hovering there, its lights blinking in a pattern I have never seen before. I think it is confused. I think it is having an identity crisis. It is supposed to announce the winner, but its programming probably did not account for this scenario. It is probably running diagnostics right now, checking if its sensors are broken, if its cameras are malfunctioning, if reality itself has suffered a critical error. Meanwhile, Jen, Commander Jennifer Kowalski, the human who just violated several laws of nature, is standing at center platform. And what is she doing? Is she celebrating? Is she acknowledging the crowd? No, she is dusting off her hands, literally brushing her palms together like she just finished taking out the trash. Now she is examining her nails. Her nails. She just threw 200 kilograms of apex predator into low orbit and she is checking her manicure. The referee drone finally reboots. Official announcement. Ring out confirmed. Victory awarded to Commander Jennifer Kowalski representing Earth, new champion of the Galactic combat trials. The crowd's reaction is evolving in real time, and it is fascinating from a psychological standpoint. First, they were bloodthirsty, wanting to see the human get destroyed. Then they were confused when she did not immediately die. Then they were terrified when she picked up Thraxx like he was a child's toy. And now they are wildly cheering. They are chanting her name. Jen. Jen. The same people who were laughing at her 5 minutes ago are now treating her like she just saved the galaxy from an extinction-level event. But I need answers. I need to understand what I just witnessed. So I am pulling up Earth's database right now, live on air. Because if I am going to have my entire worldview shattered, we are all going to have our worldview shattered together. Searching Earth. Searching human biology. Searching evolutionary history. Oh. No. Oh. No. No. Folks, I am reading this database entry right now, and every single line is making things worse. Humans are persistence hunters. Do you know what that means? That means they do not chase prey by being faster. They chase prey by never stopping. They can run for hours. Hours. Most species in the galaxy can sprint for maybe 10-15 minutes before their muscles give out. Humans can just keep going. They are like a horror movie monster that walks slowly but never stops walking. Endurance capacity beyond any known galactic species. That is a direct quote. Beyond any known species. We have cataloged 73,000 intelligent species, and humans have better endurance than all of them. Oh, it gets better. Oh, worse. Definitely worse. Adrenaline response. Let me read this to you exactly as it is written. When threatened or injured, humans produce a hormone called adrenaline that temporarily suppresses pain receptors, increases strength by up to 50%, enhances speed and reaction time, and allows them to continue fighting through injuries that would incapacitate most species. They have a built-in combat stimulant. A built-in combat stimulant. That is not evolution. That is military-grade genetic engineering. Except it is not engineering, it is just natural. They evolved this. By accident. And here is the part that is making my brain leak out of my ears. Homeworld gravity, 9.81 meters per second, squared. Current location gravity, Methera prime, 5.2 meters per second squared. Let me do the math here. Let me calculate this live on air while I question every decision I have ever made. 9.81 divided by 5.2 equals, oh sweet merciful void, 1.88. Almost double. Almost double. So what you are telling me, what this database is confirming for me, is that Commander Jen Kowalski has spent her entire life training in almost twice the gravity we have here. She has been wearing the equivalent of a weighted vest every single day since birth. Every step she has ever taken, every movement she has ever made has been against almost double the resistance. That is not training. That is not even hard mode. That is nightmare difficulty with all the penalty modifiers turned on. And now she is here in our cute little low-gravity arena with all that strength and none of that weight. She is essentially superhuman in this environment. No, wait. She is literally superhuman in this environment because she is human and this environment makes her super. Scrolling down. Scrolling down. What else does Earth have? Oh look. Evolutionary origin. High-gravity deathworld. Deathworld. It is classified as a deathworld. Do you know what else lives on deathworlds? Nothing that I want to make angry. That is what. Predator status. Apex. Wait. Apex. Apex. Humans are apex predators, but they are so small. They do not have claws. They do not have venom. They do not have foe. Oh, I see it now. Persistence hunting. Pack tactics. Tool usage. Strategic thinking. They are not physically apex predators. They are intellectually apex predators. They did not evolve to be the strongest. They evolved to be the smartest. And then they used that intelligence to become the strongest anyway. Historical note: humans reached their homeworld's apex predator status, despite being physically weaker than most megafauna on their planet. They did it through endurance, tactics, and something called throwing accuracy. Throwing accuracy. They became apex predators by throwing rocks really well. That is the most disrespectful evolutionary path I have ever heard of. And here is the kicker. Here is the part that is making me want to file a formal complaint with the universe itself. First contact with Galactic Council. 15 cycles ago. 15. They have been part of the Council for 15 cycles, which means they have been interacting with other species for 15 cycles, which means, oh, this is the worst part, which means they have been holding back. Every human we have met, every human diplomat, every human trader, every human scientist, they have all been operating at half strength because they are used to double gravity, and none of them mentioned this. Not one of them said, hey, just so you know, we are all basically superhuman in your standard environment. They just let us assume they were normal. That is not diplomacy. That is psychological warfare. I just lost a mortgage payment betting against a species that has been sandbagging for 15 years. Zilf bet his entire paycheck on the predator from the predator world, and he lost to a species that became apex predators by being really good at walking and throwing things. The crowd is still chanting. Jen is waving now. Friendly little wave like she did not just rewrite the combat meta for the entire galaxy. Thraxx is being carried off on a medical stretcher, staring blankly at nothing, probably wondering if he should change careers. Maybe accounting. Nice, safe accounting where nobody picks you up and throws you into the sky. I need to update my resume. I clearly do not understand combat analysis anymore. I am going to stick to commenting on chess matches, or knitting competitions, something where humans cannot surprise me by violating the laws of physics. Ladies, gentlemen, and sentient gas clouds, what we witnessed today was not just a victory, it was a warning. A friendly, polite, smiling warning that humans are not to be underestimated. Ever. Under any circumstances. For any reason. Note to self. Never ever challenge a human to anything physical. Not arm wrestling.
Oh,
Not racing. Not even rock, paper, scissors because they probably have some evolutionary advantage at that too. This has been Kragoth, your suddenly very humble commentator, reminding you that sometimes the smallest package contains the biggest surprise, and sometimes that surprise is getting thrown off a platform by a 5'6" diplomat from a deathworld. I am going to go lie down now. Possibly forever.